Nestled at number 22 First Circular Road in Cantonment, Accra, is a memorial place, a research facility, and a tourist center that opened its doors to the public in 1985. This site is dedicated to W.E.B Du Bois, an African-American historian and Pan-Africanist. The W.E.B Du Bois Memorial Center for Pan-African Culture is on the brink of undergoing a transformative journey since its establishment in 1985. The government of Ghana and the W.E.B Du Bois Museum Foundation have signed an agreement authorizing the foundation to redevelop the W.E.B Du Bois Memorial Center in Accra. This museum, where the mortal remains of Dr. Du Bois and his wife Shirley Graham Du Bois are interred, is poised to be transformed into a prominent museum complex that will serve Ghana, the Black diaspora, and the world. The agreement was signed by Dr. Ibrahim Mohamed Awal, the Minister for Tourism, Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta, the Finance Minister, and the Executive Director of the Du Bois Memorial Foundation. Under this partnership, the Du Bois Museum Foundation Ghana will spearhead the construction of a multi-million-dollar museum complex spanning over a 50-year period with the primary goal of preserving Dr. Du Bois' lasting legacy. According to the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, the agreement is currently pending completion before implementation. Mr. Geoffrey Tamaklo, a director at the ministry, elaborated on the agreement's nature.
The nature of the agreement is a public-private partnership. However, with a further review with the AG's office and the PPP office at the Ministry of Finance, they noticed that the details of what they wanted to do will not fit into a PPP arrangement. So it's going to be a simple private partnership agreement. So basically that's what I can say about that. I would say the day-to-day management will be in the hands of a management team that will be constituted. The composition of that management team will be a number of staff from here, and the others will be from the Du Bois Foundation in America.
Grace Esiam, administrative assistant for the W.E.B Du Bois Museum Foundation, expressed her belief that once completed, the complex will serve as a historic memorial site where visitors can pay tribute to Dr. Du Bois' life and legacy, reconnect with their cultural roots, and foster solidarity among people of African descent.
Dr. W.E.B Du Bois, who is the Pan-Africanist, have so many, tourist centers all over the world, but this place being the burial place of his remains is a very important place that people come every time to visit the place. So we are trying to build it into a very complex project so that it could attract more visitors. Weekly we can have over 300 to 400 visitors that come to the place, especially foreigners. We have the restaurant at the back, and then we also have DAF, the Diaspora African office over there. Yep. And we also have the Garvey's guest house, Marcus Garvey guest house. Yeah. The estimated cost was around $30 million, as far as I know.
The foundation's vision is to transform the center into a living museum that revitalizes Dr. Du Bois' transformative spirit and vision, providing a united ancestral home for Africans in the worldwide diaspora. Renowned Ghanaian architect Sir David Ajayi has been appointed as the architect for the expanded museum complex. The centerpiece of the complex will be the W.E.B and Shirley Graham Du Bois Memorial Pavilion, which will house the shrine and mortal remains of Dr. Du Bois, as well as the ashes of Shirley Graham Du Bois. Another significant restoration project involves the bungalow where Dr. and Mrs. Du Bois resided and worked. Additional structures to be included in the redevelopment plans are an institute building for the museum and library, an outdoor auditorium, a retail pavilion, and the renovated Marcus Garvey guest house for visiting scholars. Some tourists who have visited the museum voiced concerns to Citi News about.
Well, you know, Du Bois is a leading Pan-Africanist, and we have not given the place where he lived and died the proper recognition, because it was Du Bois who organized the Pan-African Congresses, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Europe. And Kwame Nkrumah was like a protege of Du Bois. And when Ghana won independence, Kwame Nkrumah asked Du Bois to come here and provide him with political guidance. Du Bois and George Padmore, whose ashes are also buried here in Accra. I hope that redevelopment would lead to more exposure for this place.
As you know, in America, he's a great hero for us in African American history. And for me, after reading about him for years, this is an opportunity to actually visit a place where he did a lot of his good work and kind of close the circle for me in terms of learning about him and all the good work that he has done.
Visiting with my family, I wanted to come take my daughter. This is the first time she's visiting Ghana, so I wanted to bring her to come and see the Du Bois. And as I said, I haven't been here for close to 25 years, so it's good to be back. I remember coming here when I was in school, and those are the areas where we're in Pan-Africanism, and we're all proud to be Africans. We're still proud to be Africans, so I wanted to come bring my daughter to come and see the Du Bois Center.
The groundbreaking ceremony for the project is scheduled for 2023, with completion and dedication expected in 2024. Dr. Du Bois, a civil rights pioneer and one of the world's foremost black intellectuals and thinkers, became a citizen of Ghana and resided in the country until his death in 1963.